And welcome back to the show. We're here with our relationship expert, Pastor Timothy Charles Brantley, Dr. T.C. Brantley,
brother?
Restoration Springs Church.
Sir.
You know, I just love saying that. New suit looks like you got a new attire.
Wife takes care of me, man.
This book must be doing pretty good.
It's coming along. Not number one bestseller yet, but it's on its way, sir.
You're trying to stir things up here. Cracked Tiara.
Yes, sir.
Recovering from affairs. Major disappointments and emotional abuse within the marriage. Why a book about affairs?
Because it's happening every single day. It's happening in rich houses. It's happening in poor houses. And someone has to address it in a way of how we can recover from affairs.
This is written for women, I think, right? From a man's point of view?
Written for women, but men can learn from it too as well.
So why so many affairs? What's happening? What's the cause of the affairs?
Man, communication, not enough good sex in the bedroom, but most of all, there's no connection. And when there's no connection, people get in between that connection. As long as couples are connected, nothing can get in between. But when there's a separation there, all types of stuff comes in between, sir.
All right, what causes the disconnect?
The disconnect comes from, the constant slow dripping of not paying attention. The slow dripping of you didn't go to the mall with me. The slow dripping of I had an orgasm, you did not have an orgasm. The slow dripping of that stuff, sir.
That's a big problem?
Oh, yes, it's a very big problem because, men, they have their big O and the wife sitting there saying, okay, you had yours, I didn't have mine. And that continues down the wrong journey,
That could be a contributing problem, but not the problem.
Most definitely. Everything affects a marriage, whether small or big. Kids, for example.
I was asking about that.
Before you have kids, it's just you and her together having good. Then when the kids come, all of a sudden, now all that focus goes to the kids, and you forget about the focus on each other.
Well, you have the kids, and you buy a home, and you have the job.
Exactly.
The second job to pay the mortgage.
And we forget about the foundation. The foundation is not the kids. The foundation is not the job. The foundation is that you and I got together, got married, and now we're raising a family. But we cannot forget about the foundation is a husband and wife coming together and being one. All
right, now once one of the spouses steps out,
sir.
Now they breach the marriage. How can it be possible to put that marriage back together? How do you rebuild that trust? It's got to be impossible.
Well, the guilty party must come with their hands up. They can't be it's your fault. No. You come with your hands up that you are guilty of it. That's number one. Number two, the party that didn't do anything must say, what did I do in a small way to help him or her go the opposite direction? Because it takes two to tango. All
right, Mike, we're going to go that we have a sheet up here.
Yes, sir.
We're going to go that later. We're going to go that in a minute, but I want to talk more about so after that, though, building trust.
Yes.
Which deals with forgiveness. But how do you ever trust a person to the same degree once they step out? That's got to be impossible.
Brother, it takes time. Just like good sex, brother, it takes sweet, beautiful time. You don't rush into it. If you rush into it, someone gets hurt. But if you take your time, it'll get there, but it takes time, sir.
But it's fair to say that never truly, fully heals?
Let me say
once
to you,
break that bond?
There is no way a spouse can get through an affair without a marriage counselor or therapist. There is no way, because what's happened, she has her negative, he has his negative, so you have a tennis match of negativity. You need someone in the middle to say, listen, let's slow this ball around, let's slow this thing, let's from a different point of view and go from there. But it takes two to say, you know what, let's make a change.
But forgiveness and trust are two different things.
It's two different things.
I want you to hear me out. My question is, once you forgive someone, can you still trust them? Because trusting means you forgive them, but they're late for dinner. You're wondering, where are they, right?
According to the text, the Bible, that you can divorce someone for an affair. That's totally the text.
You can do what?
You can definitely divorce someone for being unfaithful.
Right.
The Bible says that without any shadow of doubt. However, if the spouse says, I will forgive you, then that person must understand what are the triggers that can set my wife or set my husband off to thinking I'm doing something again. And so he or she must be on the microscope for the rest of the duration of the relationship. The microscope will never go away,
That's important to note then, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, it will never go away.
So you can forgive, but you can't always fully trust.
The trust must come, but it may not be to the full essence that it used to be. It will take time to repair. Like the $1 Billion Man, you can repair it. I know you don't like this here, but it will take time to repair. Yes, sir.
What are you seeing from the couples you deal with?
Yes.
With affairs. I'm assuming a bunch of the couples are affairs. How many are able to come back and have a health relationship? How many just simply can't get past it?
Most of them come back because, watch it, love is that strong. The Bible says love covers a multitude of sins. So love is that strong. But again, it takes two parties to say, listen, you know what? I forgive you, and we're going to work on it. We're going to work, not play, not look at. We're going to work on why we made a mistake.
Okay. Mike, you throw that screen up for me, Mike. Let's talk real quick about some of the other bullet points on how to recover.
Yes, sir.
In an affair. We had the forgiveness part. We talked about that.
Important.
Right. Now, seeing the spouse as renewed as changed. How important is that?
This is very important because once the spouse has come with their hands up, has served his time.
Right.
Okay. Now it's time for him to be rehabilitated or her to be rehabilitated. A lot of times, the party who has done anything will just keep hammering him or her. You know what? You did this.
Right.
You did this. You did this.
Right.
Keep bringing it up. That's not going to work. If the person actually changes, you have to see the change for what they were doing. So.
Now, sex is important after the breach. How can you have meaningful sex?
Sir, here's what I tell my couples. Right. Their communication must go next level, and the sex must definitely go another level. Because if any of them stay the same, there's a possibility you go back to what got you in trouble in the first place. So the sex has to go. It must be hitting the spot every single time.
All
yes,
right.
sir.
Minute 30. What about two couples in the news? Reportedly on the outs.
Yes.
Demi Moore,
yep.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yep.
Sort of she's much older, in her 40s.
Older.
He's in his, 30s?
Yep.
Talk about what you're seeing there so far. How do you advise them if they came in right now and said, all right, Pastor, we are kind of having issues quickly?
I will tell them, Ashton, Demi, take at least 2 months off, no TV, and let's work on this thing. Because right now, we got too many things in their face, too many things going on that people understand the two most important people are two people trying to save their marriages.
How much is the age deal a factor, her being probably 20 years older?
The age to me is not that big of a factor because it's how people get along. That's the key. But for me with Demi is that she went straight from Bruce Willis to this new guy. That's the problem. And this is a third marriage, I believe, as well.
Will Smith, 15 seconds, Jada Pinkett.
Oh, man. You hurt my heart,
reportedly,
yeah.
What do you tell those guys? Second thing,
again, same thing. You got to take 2 months off. You got the money, so it's not like you're going to be hurting for it. Take 2 months off, focus on each other, and find out what's wrong, and take it from there.
All right, there's a case where both those couples busy.
Yes.
Right, flying
too
around
busy
the country.
for each other.
Right.
You got to take care of that bedroom.
All right, the book Crack Tiara,
yes,
folks,
right.
How to Recover
Put it back together
Affair.
again.
Pastor T.C. Brantley, brand new suit. The book is doing well.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I want to thank all our guests. Cindy Martinez, Gregory Tate, Pastor T.C. Brantley, Dr. T.C. Brantley. Don't forget, catch our show 247ctnow.com/Stan. Friend us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. For the good folks here at Fox, Connecticut, I'm Stan Simpson. Tim Lammers, and The Morning Show is next.